Your collective attendance is appreciated and recognized as an expression of your support and commitment to the Connecticut State Police and to these graduates. Thank you. The department, and especially the Training Academy staff, are indebted to Intern President Dr. Sandra Bulmer and Southern Connecticut State University for the use of this fine facility for today's ceremony. Please join me in thanking our hosts. Our first speaker is Governor Ned Lamont. Governor Lamont was sworn into office on January 9th, 2019 as the 89th governor of Connecticut. Governor Lamont served his local community on the Greenwich Board of Selectmen and the Board of Estimate and Taxation. He served as chairman of the State Investment Advisory Council for 4 years, overseeing a multi-billion-dollar state pension fund. Governor Lamont continued to serve his community by volunteering at Harding High School in Bridgeport, where he taught students about the inner workings of small businesses. He is currently on the faculty of Central Connecticut State University as an adjunct professor of political science. Governor Lamont has always made the economy, education, and healthcare focus of his personal efforts, serving on the boards of nonprofits which seek to make a difference in the humanitarian and renewable energy fields. Governor Lamont holds a Bachelor of Arts in Sociology from Harvard College and a Master of Business Administration from the Yale School of Management. It is with great pleasure that I introduce the Governor of the State of Connecticut, the Honorable Ned Lamont.
Well, thank you, Lieutenant, and don't you love that? Nothing in this world is free. A trooper's life is made for me. It's not made for everybody. We went through one of the toughest training academies in the country. It's the Top Gun of training academies. We started out with 300 plus applicants, and you're the 38. You know, as they say in Top Gun, you're the best of the best. And boys, you learn marksmanship and driving, and I'm told physical fitness is pretty tough. Scares some people. Always am sort of curious, so what inspires folks? And I was sort of interested to see the Zonghettis were here. It looks like two brothers, Evan and Luke. And I'm told that their dad, who is a trooper, will be pinning them. And that public service and that sense of looking out for others is what's deep in your family and what's deep in each and every one of the folks who are here today. And I gotta say, on a personal note, since I really feel bad for my detail, they get stuck with me about 10 hours a day. But not only do you have the skills and the chops and the courage and the bravery to do everything you can to keep our community and our state safe, just really good people. Good people who look out for the very best. And at the end of an amazing career in the state police, when your grandson or granddaughter says, "What'd you do?" And some people say I was a social influencer, I was a crypto bro, whatever that is. You'll be able to say, I kept our community safe because I care about our state, I care about our community, I want to make sure we're looking out for each other. And that's why I cannot be more proud to be here on behalf of about 3.7 million population in the state of Connecticut. We're so thankful that you're here and that trooper's life is made for you.
Thank you, Governor Lamont. Our next speaker is Lieutenant Governor Susan Bysiewicz. Sworn in on January 4th, 2023, Lieutenant Governor Bysiewicz is serving her second term as Connecticut's 109th Lieutenant Governor. She served as Secretary of the State from 1999 to 2011, where she was an advocate for businesses, veterans, and the electoral system. Prior to this, she was a state representative in Connecticut General Assembly, representing the towns of Middletown, Middlefield, and Durham. During this time, she wrote key legislation in areas of women's health care and controlling lobbyist efforts in our government. She is also a published author. She is a graduate of Yale University and Duke Law School. We are pleased to welcome the Honorable Susan Bysiewicz, Lieutenant Governor of the state of Connecticut.
Well, good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for coming out to celebrate the 137th Training Troop class today. There are a couple of groups of people that I think are really important to thank because they have helped us get this class before us today. The first is our United States military veterans who have put their lives on the line and sacrificed so that we can speak as we choose, worship as we choose, live freely as we do, and choose our leaders. We celebrated them on Veterans Day. I'd ask all of our United States military veterans to please stand so that we can say thank you for your service to our country. Thank you so much for your sacrifice and your service. We are so grateful for all that you have done for our state and our country. The next group of people sacrifice and serve alongside these graduates. They have supported the graduates as they have gone through their training, and they will continue to serve and sacrifice as these new troopers serve their communities. And I am speaking of spouses and family members of our newly minted state troopers. So I'd ask all of the family members who are here to please stand so we can say thank you for your support and your service as well. Thank you so much for all that you've done and all that you will do. We are so very grateful. And finally, the members of the law enforcement community who join us today and who've served at the local, state, and federal level to keep us all safe. You have been role models and mentors for the troopers that are before us. Can we have all law enforcement community members please stand so that we can say thank you for your service and sacrifice. Thank you all so much, and if you haven't been asked to stand, we love all of you too, and happy Thanksgiving. All right. With that, I want to say a few words about the brave people who have decided to serve at a time when it is not easy. There are many challenges in our world, and the people before you have pledged their unwavering loyalty, and they have already served and sacrificed. Many of these troopers that you see before you were in the military. They were firefighters, they were police officers, they were EMTs or corrections officers. They already know what it is to serve and to sacrifice and to keep our communities and state safe. We know that they've worked really, really hard for this moment. They have gone through very rigorous training, and they should each be, and all of us should be so proud of what they have done, because they are entering one of the most challenging and rewarding of professions. And I have the great privilege to see this profession every day because I get to go to work with my security detail, Abby Belcher and John Santiago. They are two of the most hardworking, committed, and smartest people that I know, and I feel so privileged to work with them every day. So please let us be very grateful as we get ready to celebrate Thanksgiving that these very brave and courageous people have chosen this important work. We thank them for their dedication and their commitment to serving the people of our beautiful state. Thank you. Congratulations to the new troopers. God bless each of you, your families, our beautiful state, and our great country. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Lieutenant Governor Bysiewicz. Our next speaker is Commissioner Ron L. Higgins, Commissioner of the Department of Emergency Services and Public Protection.
Good morning. Good morning. All right. I am so honored to be here today with our governor, Governor Ned Lamont, our Lieutenant Governor, Susan Bysiewicz, Colonel Dan Lachman, and the leadership of Connecticut's largest police force, the Connecticut State Police. I am also, and I know the Lieutenant Governor recognized, but I also want to just acknowledge the local and state law enforcement and the federal law enforcement that is here today, both from Connecticut and from abroad. We thank you. We appreciate your partnership. Most of all, I want to say I am truly blessed to be a part of the 137th Training Troop graduation ceremony today. These 38 recruits will be joining the state police at a moment when Connecticut needs their talent, their courage, and their commitment more than ever. At one of the nation's premier police academies, the State Police Academy staff have prepared these troopers well. Now, I know that the Lieutenant Governor already said this, but I feel it bears saying again, we have a lot to be thankful today, and we have a lot to be thankful in the state of Connecticut. From emergency driving to firearms proficiency, to the intricacies of criminal investigations, to the fundamentals of community engagement, these 38 men and women are ready. I'd like to think that a Connecticut State Trooper is a portal, the front door into a far-reaching system of public safety. Every day, troopers are a part of that safety system that prepares, protects, and continues to strengthen our state. This extends from the troopers on the highway to the 911 call taker who takes the call, to the DNA scientist in the crime lab who's doing important work, to the emergency managers who are planning for and preparing for our state's next disaster. Each and every component within that system, when I describe them as being skillful, trustworthy, and committed. Again, I say we have a lot to be thankful for in Connecticut. Most often, that system I describe begins with a response of one of the Connecticut State Troopers that you see here today. From this stage, these young men and women, these 38, will step into a career of law enforcement opportunities. Our troopers are literally flying in fixed-wing aircrafts above our highways in an effort to keep our highways safe. They are investigating complex financial fraud investigations and elder fraud investigations. They are on the front lines of teaching Connecticut communities and local law enforcement about hate crimes. They are saving lives on our state's highways. Connecticut State Troopers are literally making Connecticut a safe place to live, work, and visit. And for that, I, like you, am truly thankful. Congratulations to the Connecticut State Police Training Academy staff. Congratulations to the leadership of the Connecticut State Police for a job well done in seating this academy. And congratulations to the family and friends who have supported these 38 troopers as they begin their law enforcement career. And lastly, congratulations to the 137th Training Troop.
Thank you, Commissioner Higgins. It is my honor to present our final distinguished speaker, Colonel Daniel Lachman, the commanding officer of the Connecticut State Police.
Thank you, Lieutenant. Good morning, everyone. Thank you. Thanks for setting the stage, Commissioner. I appreciate it. Thank you all for being here as we recognize the accomplishments of the 137th Training Troop. It's my honor to welcome Governor Lamont, Lieutenant Governor Bysiewicz, Commissioner Higgins, our State Police command staff, state police agencies who have come from out of state to come to join us today, to police chiefs, our distinguished guests, family, friends, anyone who's here that supports our agency. We appreciate your presence here, so thank you for being here. To the 38 members of the 137th Training Troop, I offer my most sincere congratulations. You earned your place on that stage. Over the past 28 weeks, you faced challenges that tested your resolve, your endurance, and your commitment to this profession. Take a moment. Look to your left, look to your right. No, go ahead. Look to your left, look to your right. Thank you. These are the men and women who push you, encouraged you, and stood beside you during the very hardest days of this academy. They will continue to stand with you, not just today, but throughout your entire career. The bonds you form today here are not temporary. They are the kind forged through hardship, purpose, and duty. You now join an honorable tradition, one built on service, sacrifice, and integrity. You have earned the privilege to wear the blue and the gold and to represent the Connecticut State Police. You may be wondering what comes next. How will I perform at a troop? How will I work best with my fellow troopers? How will I make a difference in the lives of the people that I serve? Well, I regret to inform you that your training is far from over, and I said that to you last night. When you report to your troops on Monday, you will work with veteran field training officers who will guide you, challenge you, and shape you into the troopers that you will become. They will remind you of the lessons learned in the academy, whether in the classroom, on the mat, or on the range. They will pass on the lessons that can only be learned on the road: how to respond to a crash, how to respond to a domestic dispute, and how to complete a well-being check with compassion and care. You will face moments that will demand extreme courage, moments that demand calm, and moments that demand sound judgment. Through it all, your safety and the safety of those that you are serving and protecting have to be a top priority for you. You will stand out there, and you will not back down when called upon to perform your duty as a trooper. The oath that you're about to take are more than words spoken for this ceremony. It's a solemn contract with yourself, with this agency, and with the people of Connecticut. It will remind you of who you are, who you serve, and what you swore to uphold. As Colonel, I want you to know how proud I am and how proud this entire agency is for what you have accomplished. You have shown excellence in the classroom, resilience in physical training, grit through adversity, and discipline in every task demanded of you. The long hours, the stress, the tear gas, the drills, the PT, the range, every bit of it has prepared you for the road ahead. To the family and friends here today, I extend my deepest gratitude. Your patience, sacrifice, and constant encouragement have been the foundation for these troopers' new success. Their achievements are also yours, and as they take on greater challenges, your continued support will remain vital. On behalf of this agency, I thank you for standing with them and with us. I'd also like to recognize the exceptional efforts of the Training Academy staff, led by Lieutenant Christie and Sergeant Mahar. Thank you for your commitment, example, and leadership. I would like to pause here. Please take a moment with me to recognize the survivors in the audience today of our fallen troopers. Would you please stand so the audience can see you? Thank you for the sacrifice that you have made. You are true heroes. We will never forget you or your loved ones. To the members of the 137th Training Troop, wear your badge with pride, integrity, and humility. Let it reflect the calling you have chosen and the trust placed in you. You are joining the finest law enforcement agency in this nation, and I have a very high expectation of all of you. You would not be sitting here today if I thought you would not rise to that challenge. Congratulations, thank you for your service, and please be safe out there.
Thank you, Colonel Lachman. The highest compliment that any police department can bestow on its members is to entrust them with the training of its newest members. The Academy staff instructors are not only teachers, but role models, coaches, counselors, mentors, and among the most dedicated, hardworking, and selfless individuals that I've ever had the honor of working with. During our more intensive training evolutions, the staff voluntarily worked what equates to double shifts. These extended days equate to hours away from home and family in service to the development of the training troop. The success of this program resides completely with the Academy staff and includes not only the instructors, but the administrator, the kitchen staff, maintenance staff, fleet staff, and our photo unit. Their collective dedication, effort, and perseverance have been on display throughout this training program. It has been my privilege to serve and work alongside them, and I am exceptionally proud of their accomplishments. Please join me in recognizing all the members of the Training Academy staff. Public speaking is an important part of all recruit training. At every graduation, a class representative prepares a speech and presents it on behalf of the training troop. This recruit was selected by classmates to give a voice to their shared experiences and successes. The class speaker for the 137th Training Troop is Trooper Michael Johnson.
Thank you, sir. As a junior in high school, I committed to a path that led me to the United States Marine Corps. That decision introduced me to a community of extraordinary warriors, men and women whose defining trait was their willingness to sacrifice their own lives for others. My active duty service with the Marines was a profound period of my life. I met uncommon men and women from every corner of this country, all bound by a shared purpose to sacrifice for the collective good. One of those remarkable young Marines was Matt, one of my first squad leaders. Matt was a 21-year-old kid who had an infectious smile and an unshakable warrior spirit. I had the privilege of serving with him for 2 years before he left active duty in 2020 to pursue a new path of service, a career as a police officer. I was proud of him and I knew that Matt would excel. What I didn't know was that Matt was fighting a battle within, a struggle familiar to many who leave the military, a struggle that arises when you leave a life with unquestionable purpose. The last time I spoke with Matt was in the spring of 2021 to write a letter of recommendation for his police chief. He expressed his enthusiasm to me. He told me he had a new girlfriend and they'd recently moved in together. Things appeared well, and I had no doubt that they were. Then, one Saturday afternoon in November of 2021, I received a call from our mutual friend Joel. Only months after graduating from his police academy and having just completed his field training time, Matt had sadly taken his own life at the age of 23. I'll never know exactly why Matt made the decision that he did. But like many others, I believe that a component in this is that he struggled to find the same foundational purpose that we shared in the Marine Corps. Fast forward to today, I now have two beautiful sons, Colt and Denver, and my beautiful wife, Alyssa. My desire to serve never faded, but my conviction to be present as a father grew stronger. That balance led me home to the state of Connecticut to explore the Connecticut State Police, an agency that I had long viewed as one of the most disciplined and Spartan in the nation. If I were to leave the Marine Corps, it could only be for something that demanded the same excellence, the same commitment, and the same purpose. But Matt's story stayed with me through every step of the hiring process. I asked myself, would this new journey of service bring the same sense of meaning? Those questions haunted me until June 16th of 2025, our day one, the official start of our time at the Academy, affectionately known as the CSB Resort and Spa, for the 5-star hospitality provided by the always pleasant staff. Like many of the troopers sitting here today, I entered this place with uncertainty. But over the past 6 months, I've come to know the warriors of the 137th Training Troop, and through their stories, I've found my answer. Before you today sit troopers with incredible lives who have overcome remarkable adversity. Troopers who've lost parents at young ages. Troopers who grew up in foreign countries and speak multiple languages. Troopers whose families have experienced life-changing diagnoses. Troopers who have already served in law enforcement and corrections, witnessing some of the harshest realities imaginable. Troopers who fought for our country in Afghanistan, served as EMTs, firefighters, fathers, and collegiate athletes. Each of them brings something unique to this agency, and together, over the last 6 months, we've endured one of the most demanding law enforcement academy programs in the country, 18-hour days, 5 days a week, from June and November. We pushed our bodies and our minds through relentless training. We trained in the pool alongside U.S. Navy professionally trained divers. I would say we swam, but most of us ended up drowning. We fought through pepper spray, gas, and taser exposure. We mastered firearms and emergency vehicle operations. We studied medical interventions to one day save lives. We faced confrontation, fear, and fatigue, and we did it under the guidance of an instructor staff committed to shaping the finest law enforcement professionals in the nation. And now back to the question that haunted me when I left the Marine Corps, and the question that haunted all of us as we arrived on June 16th. Would we find our purpose here? The answer is yes. If there's one lesson in life from the police academy, it is that the greatest purpose in life is found in suffering. The greatest purpose is found in the struggle. Purpose is not found in a life of ease, nor in the cradle of comfort. It is found at the extreme edges of human experience. And there is no greater purpose in life than sacrificing personal comforts and dedicating one's entire existence to the selfless service of others. Today is a graduation into a 25-year life of hardship, a 25-year career where nothing we do is ever going to be enough, and a 25-year service where many are going to hate and scrutinize us for who they believe we are, until, in their darkest hour, it is our helping hand that is extended to pick them back up. But included in these trials is going to be an opportunity to do unquestionable good. Because despite the only guarantee being hardship, every day is a moment to save a life, every day is a chance to stop evil, and every day is an opportunity for thankless work to make our world a better place. And that is a life path that only those who have ever stepped in the arena will know. So yes, we found our purpose and we found our home. For we are the Connecticut State Troopers of the 137th Training Troop. We are not afraid of work that has no end, and we rejoice in the suffering that would crush other men. Fear none, serve all.
Thank you, Trooper Johnson. It is an academy tradition for the training troop to present the plaque to the academy staff. On the walls of the training academy are plaques dating back to 1986, reminding us of the history of our department. The members of the 137th Training Troop have asked to add their plaque to the wall in memory of their time at the academy and to recognize the efforts of the academy staff. Trooper Sands will make the presentation of the plaque to Recruit Training Coordinator, Sergeant Sean Mahar. On behalf of the entire Training Academy staff, I would like to thank the 137th Training Troop for presenting us with their class plaque. In every academy class, an award is presented to the recruit who is the top qualifying shooter. The trooper who will receive this award is Trooper Conrad Avalone, and Sergeant Anthony Chiretto, the Firearms Training Unit Supervisor, accompanied by Mrs. Patricia Slattery, will explain the criteria for selection.
This award is dedicated in memory of Master Sergeant Robert W. Slattery, who retired after 21 years of service with the Connecticut State Police. Master Sergeant Slattery constantly emphasized the importance of firearm safety, training, and proficiency in law enforcement. As an active and proficient shooter, he always made himself available to anyone who wanted to improve their skills in the practical use of firearms. His attitude towards the importance of training and the respect for firearm safety and proficiency is carried on today and taught to the trooper trainees. The trainees of the 137th Training Troop received over 120 hours of intensive instruction in the fundamentals of shooting tactics, weapons maintenance, and issues dealing with the use of deadly force. Each trainee fires over 3,000 rounds of ammunition during training. After completing the basics in marksmanship, each recruit is put through a variety of shooting drills, culminating in a timed, scored police combat qualification course. The recruit with the highest score for this course is awarded the Master Sergeant Slattery Award. We are honored to have Mrs. Patricia Slattery, the wife of the late Master Sergeant Robert Slattery, here to present this award. The recipient is Trooper Trainee Conrad Avalon.
Thank you, Sergeant Sciaretto and Mrs. Slattery. Established in 1972, the Connecticut State Police Alumni Association is a fraternal organization open to active and retired state police personnel and their families. The association always honors one graduate from each training troop with the Alumni Association Award. The trooper who will receive this award is Trooper Michael Johnson. On behalf of the association, retired State Police Sergeant Jerry Longo will explain the award and make the presentation.
Good morning. Why reinvent the wheel? We were going to do this on Christmas Eve, but the room was booked. Greetings to you all. It's indeed an honor to stand with you today for this very proud and important occasion. The Alumni Association is your fraternal organization, which you could join immediately afterward if you choose to. We do a lot of good in the community, and we back the department 100%. We're always there. And I've done the math. It was the 92nd training troop, of which I was a proud member, was 45 classes ago. Anybody under 45 here? Yeah. Wow. As with any birth, like the birth of this class, we don't care if it's a boy or a girl, that it have 10 fingers and 10 toes. We just need that baby to drive fast and not take unnecessary risks. When the ceremony ends, please take your newly minted get out of jail free card and finish the day off by arguing over temperature settings or pecan versus pumpkin while trying not to stare at your new trooper and saying wow inside your head over and over again. I thought of that look in my grandmother's face. I serve as the president of the State Police Academy Alumni Association, and we present an award to our graduate who's distinguished themselves not only through performance, but through character. They've shown consistently what it means to be a good person. Someone who supports their peers, carries themselves with integrity, and demonstrates the potential to be a truly great trooper. Today will be worth every mile traveled, because today we celebrate these men and women who are stepping forward to serve the people of Connecticut. Personally, I'm jealous of what the recipient and his classmates are about to swear into. I would wish away the gray, fix the arthritis, and travel with them on their extremely unique journey, if I could. CSPAA, we're with them. Family and friends, you're with them. Retired and active, we're with them on this journey. On behalf of the CSBAA and our 122-year-old agency, we'd like to say two things. Happy Thanksgiving. It's my honor to present this award to Trooper Michael Johnson, who failed to tell you that he wasn't a follower in the Marine Corps. He was a leader. He was a captain in recon. And I want to thank him for his service as well.
Thank you, Sergeant Longo. The Samuel J. Luciano Award is presented by the Connecticut Police Chiefs Association to the recruit who has maintained the highest academic average during training. We are honored to have Chief William Baldwin of the Torrington Police Department, representing the Connecticut Police Chiefs Association, here to present this award to Trooper Michael Goloviaco. Chief Baldwin will explain and present this award.
Good afternoon. I currently serve as the Vice President of the CPCA on behalf of our current President, Chief Louis J. Fisaro. It is my honor to present this academic award. In 1965, the Education Committee of the Connecticut Police Chiefs Association recognized a long-term need for a formal, structured municipal police training program and a physical location in which to conduct this training. At the time, Samuel J. Luciano, who was the Chief of Police of the Westport Police Department, was on the Education Committee. With his fellow police chiefs, Chief Luciano worked long and hard to facilitate a uniformed statewide training program and the establishment of the academy. In November of 1970, Chief Luciano and the other members of the committee came to the academy grounds in Meriden and toured the building. They were pleased to find that the construction was about 80% complete. Their goal and Sam Luciano's dream was almost complete. A few days after that tour, Chief Luciano suffered a fatal heart attack, which prevented him from ever seeing the realization of his dream, the Connecticut Police Academy. In honor of Chief Samuel J. Luciano, the Connecticut Police Chiefs Association established the Samuel J. Luciano Award. The award recognizes the trainee who has attained the highest academic average in the training troop. Since 1970, the president of the Connecticut Chiefs of Police Association traditionally presents this award at every graduation ceremony. The recipient of the Samuel J. Luciano Award this afternoon is Trooper Trainee Michael Goloviaco. With a great, very important, his grade point average is an incredible 97.83.
Thank you, Chief Baldwin. In memory of Lieutenant Colonel Les Williams, an award is presented to the graduating recruit who has demonstrated an exceptional display of motivation, dedication, and leadership throughout the entire training program. Today, this award will be given to Trooper Jamie Ayala. Sergeant Joshua Sawyer, the in-service training coordinator, will explain and present this award.
In memory of Lieutenant Colonel Les Williams, an award is presented to the graduating recruit who has demonstrated an exceptional display of motivation, dedication, and leadership throughout the entire training program. Lieutenant Colonel Williams became a state trooper in 1937, is one of the first agency members to hold a college degree. As a trooper, he rose quickly through the ranks, and in 1967, he was promoted to the newly established rank of Lieutenant Colonel. As the Director of State Police Training, he was responsible for improvising, streamlining, recruit and in-service training. His approach to and methods of instructing police officers became the model for police training in the Northeast. During his 34-year career, his motivation, dedication, and leadership qualities were second to none. The recipient of this award, chosen by the Academy staff, is that recruit who best exemplifies those traits displayed by the late Lieutenant Colonel Les Williams. Today, the Training Academy is proud to present the Lieutenant Colonel Les Williams Award to Trooper Trainee Jamie Ayala.
Thank you, Sergeant Sawyer. At each graduation, an award is presented to the state police recruit who has achieved overall excellence in training. The trooper who will receive this award is Trooper Michael Johnson. Sergeant Sean Mahar, the recruit coordinator, accompanied by retired Trooper First Class David Tuskowski, will explain and present this award.
Trooper First Class Alan J. Tuskowski was a 15-year veteran of the Connecticut State Police Department who served on the Training Academy staff for 9 years. On June 2nd, 1983, he was stricken with a fatal heart attack at the age of 38 while at the Academy. In Alan's memory, the training staff of the Academy established the Alan J. Tuskowski Excellence in Training Award. This award is presented to the trainee who attains the highest overall level of performance in the critical areas of our state police training program. The trainee who receives this award is graded not only by academic performance, but also in the disciplines of firearms qualification, driving, and physical fitness. A peer evaluation in which the class selects the member of their troop who they perceive will become an outstanding and exemplary state trooper is added into the equation as well. The trainee who attains the highest overall composite rating is thereby recognized by their instructors and peers as the best of the best. Today, the Training Academy is proud to announce the Alan J. Tuskowski Award for Excellence in Training to Trooper Michael Johnson.
Thank you, Sergeant Mahar and TFC Tuskowski. We have now reached the point in today's program our graduates have anxiously awaited, the presentation of their badges and the administration of the oath of office. There's a long-standing tradition in the law enforcement community involving the pinning of badges. Several of our graduates are connected to present or retired police officers. They have elected to have their badges pinned by this person. Sergeant Mahar will announce each graduate's name, duty assignment, and where applicable, the relationship between the graduate and the badge pinner. All other badges will be pinned by Colonel Lachman. After each trooper receives their badge, you will notice as they return to their seats, they will pass by the department flag. The flag bears memorial streamers for every trooper who has given their life in the line of duty since 1903. Each trooper trainee will touch the staff of this flag to signify and reflect on their commitment to service. State police photographers will be taking photos of the badge pinning ceremony and will make them available to the families and friends of the graduates. Therefore, we ask that you please remain silent and seated during this portion of the program to allow everyone the opportunity to view the pinning. Thank you.
Trooper Brody Danielson, Troop K, Colchester, being pinned by his father, retired Officer Hans Danielson of the Connecticut Department of Energy and Environmental Protection. Trooper Devin McCarty, Troop H, Hartford. Trooper Tyler Coleman, Troop C, Talent. Trooper Douglas Ryan, Troop D, Danielson. Trooper Byron Breland, Troop I, Bethany. Trooper Jamal Waters, Troop L, Litchfield. Trooper Jamie Ayala, Troop L, Litchfield. Trooper Orrit Ruby Jr., Troop K, Colchester. Trooper Zachary Warner, Troop K, Colchester. Trooper Luke Zonghetti, Troop D, Danielson, being pinned by his father, retired Sergeant Stephen Zonghetti of the Connecticut State Police. Trooper Evan Zonghetti, Troop K, Colchester, being pinned by his father, retired Sergeant Stephen Zonghetti of the Connecticut State Police. Trooper David O'Mara, Troop G, Bridgeport. Trooper Keenan Pindar III, Troop E, Montville. Trooper Antonio Capicella, Troop K, Colchester. Trooper Nicholas Haddad, Troop E, Montville. Trooper Dean Bard, Troop I, Bethany. Trooper Paulo Oliveira, Troop B, North Canaan, being pinned by his cousin, Trooper Louis Ferreira of the Connecticut State Police. Trooper Michael Melankaitis, Troop H, Hartford. Trooper Derek Stebbins, Troop C, Tolland, being pinned by his grandfather, retired Colonel Daniel Stebbins of the Connecticut State Police, and accompanied by his father, Officer Nathan Stebbins of the Coventry Police Department. Trooper Conrad Avalon, Troop B, North Canaan. Trooper Michael Golo Vieco, Troop H, Hartford. Trooper Savon Eason, Troop A, Southbury. Trooper Atif Raza, Troop I, Bethany. Trooper Gerald Burns, Troop G, Bridgeport. Trooper Justin Tatro, Troop D, Danielson, being pinned by his father, retired Detective Sergeant James Tatro of the Norwich Police Department. Trooper Robert Major, Troop A, Southbury. Trooper Christopher Villavicencio, Troop F, Westbrook. Trooper Robert Aronson, Troop E, Montville. Trooper Abigail Lespier, Troop I, Bethany, being pinned by her father, Fire Marshal Al Lespier of the Middletown Fire Department, and her sister, Officer Haley Lespier of the West Hartford Police Department. Trooper Nicholas Sands, Troop G, Bridgeport. Trooper Colin Telford, Troop F, Westbrook, being pinned by his father, retired Sergeant William Telford of the Connecticut State Police. Trooper Anthony Rodriguez, Troop H, Hartford. Trooper Carlo Traiano, Troop L, Litchfield. Trooper Michael Johnson, Troop C, Talent. Trooper Matthew Gross, Troop G, Bridgeport. Trooper Devin O'Leary, Troop H, Hartford, being pinned by his father, retired Trooper First Class Michael O'Leary of the Connecticut State Police. Trooper Daniel Muniz, Troop B, North Canaan, being pinned by his father, Detective Daniel Muniz of the Hartford Police Department. Trooper Casey Audette, Troop C, Talent.
Colonel Lachman will now administer the oath of office.
137 Train Street. On your feet.
Raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name.
Brody Daniels, Devin McCarty, Tyler Coleman, Douglas Ryan, Byron Breland, Jamal Wood, Jamie Ayala, Rat Ruby Jr., Zach Zachary Warner. Luke Zaghetti. Evan Zaghetti. David O'Mara. Robert Major. Justin Tincho. Gerald Burns. Steve Raza. Savon Easton. Michael Govinko. Conrad Avalon. Derek Stavin. Michael Malakaitis. Paul Oliveira. Dean Vaughn. Nicholas Hanna. Antonio Cavasello. Keenan Bernard III. Christopher Villavicencio. Robert Aronson.
Abigail Lespier.
Nicholas Sands. Colin Telford. Anthony Rodriguez. Camilo Toronto. Michael Johnson. Matthew Groves. Devin O'Leary. Daniel Munez. Casey Audette.
Do solemnly swear
Do solemnly swear
that I will bear true faith and allegiance
that I will bear true faith and allegiance
to the state of Connecticut,
to the state of Connecticut,
that I will serve it honestly and faithfully against all enemies,
that I will serve it honestly and faithfully against all enemies,
that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the state of Connecticut,
that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the state of Connecticut,
that I will faithfully perform all duties of a state trooper
that I will faithfully perform all duties of a state trooper
within the Department of Emergency Services and Public Protection,
within the Department of Emergency Services and Public Protection,
Division of State Police,
Division of State Police,
according to the rules and regulations of said department,
according to the rules and regulations of said department,
and that I will obey the orders of my superior officers.
and I will obey the orders of my superior officers.
Congratulations.
Thank you, Colonel Lachman.
Hey! File it out from the rear.
The next portion of our program consists of the training troop returning their troop guidon to the training academy staff. On stage are class guidons from previous training troops. This guidon represents the unit and its accomplishments. It serves as a source of pride that reflects the achievements and dedication of its members to the unit. On May 16th, 2025, the 137 training troop solely began its transformation from a group of individuals into a dedicated, highly motivated, and hardworking team. At an appropriate time during training, the staff presented the training troop guidon to the class. As a testament to their commitment to meet the challenges of policing, the class adopted the motto, "Fear none, serve all." This declaration was embroidered on their guidon, and it serves as a reminder of their place in the 122-year history of our department. The passing of the class colors back to the staff is symbolic of the transfer of the title from recruit to the title of trooper. The guidon will now be returned to the staff by Trooper Jamie Ayala and placed in a position of honor by Trooper First Class Daniel Richmond. On the grounds of the Connecticut Police Academy in Meriden stands a law enforcement memorial. Among the first of its kind in the nation, the illuminated marble monument serves as a constant reminder of those law enforcement officers in Connecticut who have given their lives in the line of duty. As part of today's ceremony, a video will be played for those state police troopers who have died in the line of duty. In reflection and action, let us honor and never forget the 26 troopers who made the solemn sacrifice.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound 'Twas grace that taught my heart to feel, and grace my fears relieved. How precious.
Please join me in a moment of silence in reflection and remembrance of our fallen troopers. Thank you. The experiences of each class are varied and unique. The transformation from citizen to the role of guardian, protector of society is difficult. What begins as an abstract ideal quickly becomes a reality once boots hit the ground. The members of the 137 Training Troop have met the challenges placed before them, and their presence here in this venue signifies their success. The new troopers sitting before you join the ranks of those who have and will continue to serve with honor, courage, and commitment required of a Connecticut State Trooper. Since 1903, the Connecticut State Police has been forged into one of America's premier law enforcement agencies. Our code of honor serves as the embodiment of our values and continuing pursuit of excellence and commitment to service. Each training troop is expected to memorize and internalize the code of honor from the moment they enter the doors of the training academy. Now that the 137 Training Troop has joined the ranks of our department, they will rise together and recite our code of honor. We are one family, and our code of honor symbolizes the joining of the members of the 137 Training Troop into the history and traditions of our agency.
All members of the Connecticut State Police, on your feet. Code of honor. Begin. I'm a Connecticut State Trooper, a soldier of the law, to be entrusted the honor department. I will serve the state of Connecticut, honestly and faithfully, and if need be, lay down my life, as others have done, rather than swerve from the path of duty. I will be loyal to my superiors, obey the law, and enforce the law, without discrimination, as to class, color, creed, or condition, and without fear of failure. I will help those in danger or stress, and at all times, conduct myself so as to uphold the honor department. All members of Connecticut State Police, take seats.
To the members of the 137 Training Troop, be the calm in the storm. The challenges of law enforcement are hard to understand intellectually and even harder to appreciate emotionally. You can't always control your circumstances, but you can control your response. Your motivation, paired with countless acts of initiative, have demonstrated your ability to perform under pressure and will set you apart as you create your own path forward. We are proud of your accomplishments, and your presence in the field is greatly needed. I look forward to watching you all continue your careers as you uphold the honor and tradition of this great agency. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise while State Police Chaplain Rabbi Gorsman offers the benediction.
137 Training Troop, on your feet.
Heavenly Father, we thank you once again for this joyous occasion as we celebrate the graduation of these new troopers and many people who have supported them along the way. We are grateful for your presence here today and for your guidance you have provided throughout the training. We ask that your hand of protection, wisdom, and strength rest upon them as they begin their assignments and serve in communities across our state. May the dedication and perseverance shown by these graduates inspire each of us to meet our own challenges with determination to grow through learning and service and to commit ourselves to the well-being of others. In the holy name, we pray. Amen.
Thank you, Rabbi Gortzman. On Friday evening, May 23rd, 2025, you were dismissed as a training troop from your first week of service. Now, this afternoon, and for the final time, the 137th Training Troop, you are dismissed.
Fear not!